Hello, Karen here, Emerging Soul Tarot with your daily read. And we've got the Shamanic Healing Oracle again. My favourite deck at the moment, as you probably noticed. Okay, let's see what wants to come today. What the Oracle wants to tell us. Alright, sacred space, anger, home, and the overall energy is stripping illusions. They're all cards that have come out before. Okay. Right. Overall energy, the stripping of illusions. This card, you know, we got the lotus here. The lotus is produced in the mud, under the water, in the dirt and the mire. And it pushes through and blossoms and pushes off all the mud and is one of the most exceptionally beautiful flowers. But the sense of this card is, you know, where are we feeling we're covered in mud? Where are we not blooming? Where are we not seeing the beauty of the lotus? Even if we're in situations that appear for us at the moment muddy, or in the mire, in the dirt, you know, grappling in the mud or wrestling in the mud, whatever it is for you, there's a sense of there's a beauty being produced in that mud. Okay, so the illusion we often hold in our lives is the fact that unless everything is joyful and good and wholesome, and it's something we need to get out of, disappear from. There's that sense of it's an illusion. The good, the bad is that illusory factor when we're labeling experiences according to the emotions they bring. And here we have this sense of sat right in the middle, you know, the anger card. And I mean, I've said before, it's an intense energy. And anger, you know, often we are under illusion with anger because we see anger as either righteous anger, I'm right to express this anger, or we see it as a bad thing, we repress it. It is such an intense energy. But there's actually, you know, we got a wasp here, or a hornet. It's more like a hornet. It's huge. You know, they sting once, they come back, they sting again. They continue to sting. Unlike bees, they don't die after the first sting. So anger needs to be dealt with. It really needs to be dealt with. And if we have this attitude towards anger that it is a bad thing, you know, if we're labeling it, well, it's righteous anger, so it's good. It's explosive anger because I'm not getting my own way, it's bad. It's neither good nor bad. That is the illusion. And this lotus, you know, it's the mud. It's where the lotus grows, the anger. It's deep down often. And often sitting under the anger is fears, concerns, worries, fears of losing, fears of looking stupid, you know, whatever it is. That sense of anger is often based, it's the energetics that come up from repressed feelings. But that is not a bad thing. When anger emerges, one, we need to dig deep. We need to dig into that mud to find out where that anger's emanating from. And two, we need to express it. but not in an explosive way that causes chaos, although that happens sometimes and we're human and we can't help that. But there's a sense of this energetic and the powerfulness of this energetic. It is meant to catch our attention because it's kind of in the Maya, the mud. It comes from the Maya. But just like this lotus, if it's managed properly, if we will see how that anger is manifesting, what is under that manifestation, you know, what is under that energy of anger, it can become a really productive and powerful thing. You know, if we're angry about things in the world, if we go around smashing up, you know, like some of the protesters do, go and smash up corporations, or, you know, that kind of explosive anger that's not controlled, that sort of warrior energy, you know, go and smash it up and destroy it because I don't like it, that's probably not a productive thing, although some activists might disagree with that. But there's a sense that it's enormous energy for good under the anger. You know, anger appears, one, so we can look at it, you know, what is it that is causing that anger? We can dig deep and have a look at what is occurring down in that mud, you know, before it rises up. And then we can make it bloom beautiful if we really confront and face the anger. Repressed anger is one of the most insidious things, you know. We're often taught not to express anger, but there are constructive ways. And then we have either side sacred space and home. You know, my particular favourite cards. So the labyrinth, you know, this is our soul journey, this is our journey back to centre. It could also denote in this that some of you may have illusions that are centering around your home that are bringing you anger. You know, you need to look underneath. Why are you angry? Is it because I'm not getting what I want? Is it because I'm feeling humiliated? Is it because I'm needing to defend myself? Is it my ego, or is it an anger that, you know, has got a more of a depth to it? But sacred space, again, this is the sense of finding your space, your own space. And if you've got a busy home, that's often really difficult to do. But you need to have that sacred space in order to get back to your centre. And this is, as I said, the soul journey. And we, you know, our whole purpose here is to get back to our soul centre, to our essence, to who we actually are. And we need that sacred space to do this. So yeah, a real sense with this that the message behind it is to, you know, if you're in anger issues or you're around someone with anger issues, then what needs to be found is what emotions, what fears, what defences, what is under that anger, what's down in that mud, and what is the possible beautiful blooming that come from it, the constructive energy that can kind of, anger can be transmuted into a passion, a constructive passion to make proper changes, you know, proper changes. Or it can fuel us when we're angry about perhaps something that's happened to us. That anger can be transmuted into social action for other people in that situation. So yeah, a real sense of, you know, proper channeling of anger, not repressing the anger, acknowledging it, sitting with it in your sacred space. Find a safe place for you that's only for you, where you can process, you can kind of let go and really explore and sit with what that anger is. And you'll only find it when you really go down into the mud of your being, you know, the depths of your being. And it's not always a pretty sight down there. You know, we like to think that, you know, we're all goodness and wonderful. Well, some of us do, but actually deep down there's a whole lot of mud. But mud is full of nutrients, you know, again, it's full of nutrients, it's full of good stuff. But we need to know how to shed that mud, you know, and open to the world in a constructive way. So I'm going to pull us a healing card. Nothing wrong with anger, folks. It's how it's discharged. It's like electric, you know. If electric, oh, there you go. If electric is discharged in the wrong way, it can cause fires and kill people. But if it's discharged properly through the right channels, it's a benefit for everyone. So there's your artwork. Beautiful nature. Use equanimity to calm your emotions. Yeah, see, with this anger, it's giving everyone, including yourself, that equal regard, you know, to look at things from every side. So our initial reaction to anger is, I'm right, you're wrong, I've got a reason to be angry, and it's because you're wrong. But if we're using equanimity, if we're treating people as sacred beings, I think I said before, you know, all human beings are sacred because they hold spirit. And it doesn't matter whether you particularly like that human being or find them difficult to be with. They are a sacred space, they are a soul, they are spirit, you know. So yeah, look at it from all perspective, strip the illusions, get down into the mud, identify what's under that anger, and learn in your sacred space. Use it to come to your soul center, to your essence, to get that higher perspective. I'm talking about soul essence as higher self, that higher wisdom, and learn how to discharge it in a constructive way. You know, powerful energy is anger. All right then, there are your messages. Lots of love. Bye bye.